Benvenuti picciotti in questo nuovo episodio di Starfield con il vostro Fangamers. La volta scorsa siamo riusciti sotto minaccia a infiltrarci nella flotta CREMISI e oggi incontreremo il capo e ci saranno le prime missioni che ci faranno capire da che parte schierarci, quindi assolutamente un episodio da non perdere. Se vi siete persi quelli precedenti trovate una playlist qui sopra di me. Adesso incontriamo Delgado. Eccolo qua il capo.
There's our other new recruit.
Ma che bel baffetto!
So, now that we are all here, it's time to get down to business. The two of you are the only rooks that have made the latest cut. The rest, well, let's just say they won't be joining us ever again.
C'è un'altra matricola
on the
pure.
line and vouch for you, which means you've got what it takes to join the Crimson Fleet.
Requisiti, crismi.
You and everyone else on the station. Keep following orders, and you'll get paid. It's as simple as that. All right, let's get started here. When you sign up with the Crimson Fleet, you're in it for the long haul. No one quits. No one retires.
L'unica via di uscita è la morte.
Is death. You stay loyal or you pay the consequences. Fleet before friends. Fleet before family. Fleet before yourself. Boss. Good. You're getting it already. I like that.
Can we get on with this? I want to get drunk at the last Nova.
Ma questo penso solo a
I'm
bene.
impressed. That is the first intelligent thing you have said this entire time, Mathis.
Matis?
Since you two seem so eager to move forward, let's get to your next job. Pack your cold weather gear, Rooks. Where we are going, you're going to need it.
Oh, God, don't tell me you're dragging him down to Suvorov for another one of your little initiation runs. 10 Johns to the surface, 12 dead rooks. You'd think by now you would have given up on that goddamn campfire story.
Kryx's legacy is no story, neighbor. We've got fresh eyes in the fleet. And if these two want to impress, they're going to help me search those ruins.
I hope you're right, Dale. That new code we grabbed for the lot cost us a ton of credits. And a decent captain.
Stiamo andando in un posto
This
molto pericoloso.
initiation, as Neva calls it, is your chance to see where it all began. On Suvorov,
La storia della flotta CREMISI, ragazzi.
Kryx led the riots that gave birth to the Crimson Fleet. And if his legacy is still out there, we're going
Il
to...
tesoro nascosto di Kryx.
Before Kryx left the fleet, he left a message talking about a major score. One that would set up the fleet to be a big player in the settled systems. Somewhere down the line, they started calling it Kryx's legacy. And everyone who's tried to find it has wound up empty-handed, missing, or dead. If we're gonna beat those odds, we'll first need a lead. And I
Il tesoro del re dei pirati,
on
ragazzi.
Suvorov.
Dale's leaving out the best part. That this whole search is based on a handful of words on a very old slate. Kryx left a lot of big talk on that recording, and not a lot of facts. Some of us believe in it more than others.
Don't listen to her. When we get our hands on Kryx's legacy, the fleet will be operating at a completely different level. We will become more than a match for UC Systef. Exactly. Now you're beginning to understand.
Inarrestabile.
Okay, enough discussion. We have
Andiamo.
got a lot of work to do.
Come
To that
perderci
end,
questa
the
occasione.
next stop is the lock. I've had Jazz feed the coordinates into your ship's computer.
Ah, non mi
Since
accompagni?
Mathis doesn't have a ship, he's going to ride with me. I'll see you down there, Rook.
Ah no, vengo
Don't
subito.
keep me waiting.
Oh, pardon me. Was that your stomach?
Andiamo subito. Eccoci qua. La tutina ce la siamo messa. E siamo della nostra iniziazione.
I told you you were wasting your time, Del.
Oh, sono arrivato subito.
Good. Keep it that way, and we will get along. And Mathis, I am running things around here, so
L'abilità da gangster è simpatica in questi casi.
You got that?
Fine.
All right. Listen up, because I am only going to go through this once. We are here to dig up any info about Kryx's legacy. We are not here to scrap for loot. Whatever you pick up, don't think, don't get creative, bring it straight to me. Oh, I don't know. I was really hoping for a huge sign on the wall.
Mamma mia, dai, non fare il simpaticone, però mi stavi simpatico fino ad ora.
Do I have to spell everything out? Look for data slates, notes, terminal entries. If you wrote a poem on a piece of toilet paper, I want it.
Ok, vuoi qualunque indizio troviamo.
Even a rook like you can't screw it up.
Hold on, no scrapping. How the hell am I supposed to make money around here?
All right, that's enough. If either of you want to fly with the Crimson Fleet, then you need to follow one simple rule. When you're on a job, you do exactly what I say. No questions asked.
Mi sembra giusto. Il capo.
Say so, and I will leave you on this ice bar without a ship. You will be dead within hours.
Yeah.
Oh, and there's one more thing. Your little friend can tag along until we get to the outer doors of the prison, but I will be damned if I'm letting them inside.
You go on now. I know how to handle myself on iceball planets. Trust me.
We have a lot of ground to cover between the landing area and the lock, so let's get moving.
Dai. Devo andare all'ingresso del blocco. Ben arrivati.
Here we are. The place where Jasper Kryx laid the groundwork for finding the legacy and eventually
Il
the Crimson
blocco.
Fleet.
Dai, apri sta porta, capo.
Yeah, he needs to get this thing open, like, right now. It's freezing out here.
Mettiti il casco,
And
almeno stai
crank
più a
up your
caldo.
suit heat, Mathis, because it's probably not going to get much better once we are inside. All right, let's keep moving. Standing out here isn't doing us any good.
Apri! Non le capisco queste cose perché perdono tempo. Forza!
Cost a small fortune. Let's hope it pays off.
Ah, è la prima volta che entrano qui.
We are in. Let's go.
La prima volta che entrano. E cosa sperano di trovarci? Vabbè, speriamo bene.
First time I have been inside this part of the lock, so keep your eyes open. See anything unusual, call it out. If it's hostile, take it down. Couldn't be simpler.
How many people did the UC stick down here, Dal?
A couple of hundred at least. Might not look like much, but it was better than trying to survive on the surface.
Much better.
Now you know why the prisoners got fed up and looked to Kryx to lead them out of here.
And that's how the Crimson Fleet began. Yeah, we've all heard the story.
It's not a story, Mathis. It's history. Remember that. Now, keep your mouth shut and your eyes open.
Un morto e un computer. Proviamo a entrare nel computer. Niente di che.
Must be a nest. I bet these things are crawling all over the place.
Ora l'hai capito, capo?
Yeah, and their buddies probably heard us firing from about a kilometer away. Hallelujah. If we weren't on this job with Delgado, I'd drop you for saying that.
Oh, che
Enough
paura.
already. I should have known better than to bring both of you at the same time.
Capo si è già incazzato.
Now let's see. Looks like we are inside some sort of prisoner transfer area.
Ci penso io, capo,
Everything is
adesso apriamo un
locked
po' di
down
porte.
tight. Since you are such good friends, why don't you and Mathis head up to that control room and see if you can get some more of these doors open?
Vieni, pirla.
Damn it. Well, this is just great. The hell are we supposed to do now? The plan? Who gives a shit about the plan?
Guarda questo qua.
Let's face it, we're on our own now. You think he rigged that collapse on purpose? No. No way. I get that we're down here trying to prove ourselves. But I don't think this is what Delgado had in mind.
Ok, ci può stare.
Why? Because that's what his loyal little soldiers are
Dai, è il
supposed to do?
capo, ci ha appena
The hell with
reclutati.
that. I have a better plan. We use this opportunity to take out Delgado, and at the same time, make some
Ma
serious
veramente? Vuole
credits for
uccidere il
ourselves.
capo?
I had a feeling you'd be on board. Okay. Here's me
Vediamo
plan.
cosa ha da dire.
Let's pretend for a second Delgado's correct. And there's information here about Kryx's legacy. Once we get rid of him, we'll dig up the garbage ourselves and sell whatever we find to Neva. We'll be rolling in credits. Playing it safe, huh? I can respect that.
Vediamo fino a che punto vuole arrivare questo.
Wanna make me move. Now, let's find a way out of here. I guess that's one way through.
Anyone still alive up there? You, so the two of you made it, huh? Well, brush the dust off and listen up. We have obviously been cut off, so I need you to do two things. First, I want you to keep looking for a way to open the rest of the doors down here. Otherwise, I'm not going anywhere. And second, try and dig up whatever you can about Jasper Kryx. You both got that?
Ok.
Yeah? You'd better. And tell Mathis not to get any bright ideas, or I will gut him myself.
Già se l'è sgamato di Matis. Questa forse è un'informazione importante. Informa che oggi verrà completato il trasferimento di classe 5, detenuto estremamente pericoloso e violento, Kryx. Arriverà sulla navetta 05 dopo l'arrivo il soggetto dovrà essere immediatamente trasferito nel blocco D.
Have you thought about what I've said?
Che boy, fratello.
Yeah, right. You saw it back there. Those things, whatever they were, they've probably ripped him to shreds by now. Did the job for us. And if they haven't, we can still handle the job. We just have to get our hands a little dirty. Wouldn't be the first time, am I right?
Oh, questo vuole portarmi al lato oscuro.
If you want to come in second place your entire life, suit yourself. We'll play it your way for now. So, now that we've made it to the guard tower, what's our next move, genius? Been in a few slams yourself, I see. Okay, I'll follow your lead.
Ci penso io, bro, non ti preoccupare. Tanto fammi raccogliere qua un po' di roba. Allora, vediamo che informazioni. Registro dei prigionieri di sezione 01. No. Di sezione 02. Corrotto. Di sezione 03. Dovrebbe essere qua. Kryx, Jasper. Di 03118, ricordatevi. Ho detto 03, no?
While we're picking through the trash, we might as well grab some good stuff for ourselves.
Dobbiamo trovare la cella di Kryx.
It's time to put some things down.
Sì, tu rimani fuori, fratello. Non ti preoccupare.
Right behind the walls.
Ah, ecco dove è nascosto.
I bumped into someone in the mess hall yapping about a ship carrying a fortune in credits. I know it's usually bullshit, but he seemed to have details. After striking up a conversation, I found out the ship was a GalBank transport.
Ecco qual è l'eredità di Kryx.
In some remote system during the war. This is exactly the score I'd been waiting to find. I need to contact Carter to let him know it's time to get off this rock. He'll help the mining details slip into the utility closet in the ventilation room. That's where we'll dig. Not up, but through. Right to the armory. Carter mentioned that security keeps rotating codes on all the terminals in the lock, so we'll have to coordinate this carefully.
Oh, si sta organizzando bene.
Now, we'll continue using his locker in the showers area as a drop point for the
Armadietto nell'area docce.
By this time next month, I should be out of this dump and uploading those creds into my account.
Delgado was right. Kryx must have hit the GalBank transport and stashed away the...
Andiamo avanti nella missione. Allora, in questo armadietto abbiamo Tuta Argos, Museo della prigione, crediti e incarico della prova.
Confirming that the latest code to the utility room is 48611.
48611071.
The mining crew tells me it'll take them a week to cut through the ice, so I'm giving you that long to square your end of the plan. When the tunnel reaches the armory, I'll get my people to start a riot. When you hear the fireworks go off, get your ass to the shuttle bay. We get one shot at this. If we play our cards right, this gets us one step closer to that fortune that went down.
Figata per questa missione.
You report any of this to the guards, well, you know what'll happen.
Sono arrivato stanco morto, ma ci sono arrivato. Dovrei avere finalmente il codice. Che prima non mi faceva aprire la porta. Questo è il tunnel che avevano scavato loro?
This ought to come in handy.
Oh, ti sei ripulito tutto, stronzo.
Less talking, more searching, right?
Quello lo volevo io. Ciulatore.
All right, let's keep moving.
Guarda là che arma che si è preso. No, ora vengo io a parlare con te, che se ci parla lui si fa casino. Sì, sì, ora guardiamo qui dalla finestra. Aspetta, fammi risolvere sto rebus. 1 da 4 è questo. c'è, vediamo questo fa da 4 e 2 vicini, perfetto. Ah ma l'ho trovato, raga. Ma vorrei quello per forza. Sì, 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 siamo qua. Mamma mia. Dai, ma ti ho salvato il
Yep,
culo.
that's right. It was a team effort all the way. We had each other's backs the whole time, Del.
Vabbè, sì, qualche mostro l'ho ucciso pure lui.
Yeah, sorry, Del. You go right ahead.
Quello mi fa morire dalle risate, raga.
Now, all we have to do is find the way off of this planet. Let me see. Ah, here we go. I'm looking at schematics for the lock, and I don't think there's a way to get you back to the surface from there. But I can open the outer doors to the shuttle bay and let you fly one of the shuttles down there directly up to the key. Good answer. You're learning fast. Okay, let me see. One of these probably opens the door.
Shuttle bay activated. Initiating the icing process. Please stand by.
Yup, that's got it. Might take a while though. Those bay doors have not been opened in almost a century. You have done a hell of a job, Rook. We will talk when you get back to the key.
Hey, look, well, I wanted to thank you for not being a jerk and
Sì, sono
pounding
una brava
all the
persona,
glory
lo
on this
so.
run. Cool, cool. Look, about all that killing Delgado stuff, why don't we just forget about everything that I said? You know, like it never happened.
Vediamo come ti comporti.
Yeah, of course, don't worry, I'm good for it. Now, let's get the heck out of here.
Andiamoci, andiamoci. Ah, mi farà da seguace. Oh! Quello gigante! Ma chi spari? Oh cazzo! Ecco a chi sparavi. Devo andare! Che mi hai ciurato il laser, non me lo scorderò.
Save the chatter for later. Just get us back to the...
Prendiamo dopo un paio di palle, voglio quell'arma. Porca miseria. Siamo tornati alla chiave e dobbiamo andare a
There
parlare
you
col
are.
capo, ecco.
The hell took you so long?
It's about time. I was about to fly down and loot your body.
Ah, simpatica questa.
Not now, neighbor. Well, you said you found something. Hand it over. That's it? Just one slate? After losing so much of our crew, it better be a map with a big
Sì,
red
vabbè, che
X
vuoi,
on it.
fratello?
Well, I'll be damned.
Dai, che ci sono abbastanza
Legacy wasn't referring
informazioni.
to Kryx's fortune. It's the name of an actual ship. A GalBank transport probably loaded with credits.
Never heard any stories about a GalBank ship going down. And even if it had happened, it would have been picked clean years ago.
No, neighbor. Think. If GalBank covered it up, and over time, the location was eventually forgotten, it wouldn't be on anyone's radar.
Però loro avrebbero mandato
Okay,
qualcuno.
this changes things. Now that we know what we are looking for, we have to narrow the search. And the recording that you found proves that it is out there. All we have to do is find it. Let us start with what we know. It was a GalBank ship, which means the company is going to have records of where it went down.
Un dia devo andare a rubare una banca.
A deal with Rokov, something about a big wig charity event on one of Trident's Starliners?
Are you serious? I've been working on that gig for 3 months. That's my score.
Ay, Dios mío. Will you shut up about your score and think for a second?
È sempre
That
il cavolo.
Starliner has a GalBank VIP suite aboard, which means... Come on, neighbor.
Entrare nei loro computer?
Which means a GalBank exec will be aboard. We grab their credentials and get ourselves into the GalBank archives in New Atlantis.
Isoli ci arrivi.
Holy shit, that might actually work. I'll send a message to Rokov.
Ah, che era incazzata che si è gasata, ragazzi.
Pack your bags, Rook. You're going on vacation. And since you've earned it, take this gun with you. Might come in handy when Rokov screws everything up as usual.
Che arma mi ha dato? Un'arma leggendaria?
Good, because that is exactly what you are going to be doing. Neighbor and I are too well known to walk around the Starliner without being recognized. If Trident Security spotted us, it'd be over. I need
Mandi
you to
una
board that
matricola,
ship,
cioè tu hai
make
migliaia
contact
di
with Rokov,
soldati.
and get me those credentials. You know what? I'm gonna leave that entirely up to you. If you think he's come through for us, you can promise him he'll get paid. But if he gets in your way, then you take him out. You'd better. Oh, before you leave, I wanted you to know that I took what you said about Mathis into consideration, and I've decided to let him join the fleet. We'll see.
Copriamo la
That's it then.
Matis. Speriamo
Next
non
stop
succeda
for
un
you is
casino per
Rokov
colpa sua.
Starliner, the Siren of the Stars. And remember, Rokov does not need to know anything about Kryx's legacy. For now,
Vabbè, tanto probabilmente lo uccido. Sti cazzi, la Dipsis, la come cazzo si chiama? Dell'Unione Coloniale.
Before you head out, I need to have a word with you. Meet me at the last Nova after you wrap things up with Mathis.
Che vogliono parlare sempre con me. Vediamo che vuole la signora
There
pazza.
you are.
Eccomi.
All
Sì.
right, look. I've been lining up a score with that asshole Rokov on the Siren of the Stars for months. I'm not about to let a payday slip through my fingers. So guess what? You're gonna finish the
Dividiamo.
job for me. Of course you'll get a cut. That's how everything works around here. Why would this be any different?
O meglio dirlo, insomma.
Rokov's been tipping me off about some kind of bullshit charity event that the Siren of the Stars is hosting. At the event, they're gonna give away something called the Earth Savior Award, which is worth tens of thousands of credits. So it's simple. While you're on the Siren, swiping those GalBank credentials, I want you to grab that award and bring it to me.
Una missione da missione.
And I'd prefer to have the money that award's worth in my account. So you're just gonna have to deal with it. Look, you can
Questa
make
fa
all
dei
the jokes
casini.
and excuses you want. But if you don't come back with the ES award, I'm gonna deduct it from your pay. Either way, I get my money. How much you walk away with is in your own hands.
Siamo obbligati a prenderlo se
Don't
vogliamo i soldi.
worry, I took notes. Sorry. I meant that seriously.
Barret, stai zitto.
Then it's settled. Good.
Non è che avevamo tanta scelta.
We're done here. Now, get your ass to the Siren and bring me my goods. Because that's exactly what you are. A rookie, a newbie, fresh meat. Beneath all of that inexperience, I'm sure you have an actual name. But honestly, no one gives a damn. So get used to hearing that word. Until you earn your stripes, you're a rook to everyone in the fleet.
Vabbè.
Hey,
sharp, Rook.
when you're not busy, let's chat.
Dobbiamo tornare a fare rapporto, ragazzi. Facciamo rapporto al comandante stronzo.
You're back. So how did it go? Then things are moving forward. Perfect.
Nice job, Rook.
Cioè, pure
I
questi
was
mi chiamano
tempted to
matricola.
fool Delgado, but never. She's a sharp one. Overcoming her scrutiny is no small matter. Did you discover anything worth reporting yet? Legacy.
Attualmente continuiamo a fare il doppio gioco e poi valutiamo.
Are you telling me Delgado may have actually located Kryx's legacy?
Oh yeah, it's totally Kryx's legacy. It's at the end of a giant rainbow stretching through space. And you have to get it from 3 witches.
Barret mi fa morire.
I understand your sarcasm, but you can't deny that this data involves both Kryx and legacy. In my mind, it bears further investigation.
I suppose it's possible, sir. Intelligence picked up a bit of chatter on that subject recently. We assumed it was some sort of tall tale or a story to attract recruits to their cause. Well, let's find out if Delgado's chasing ghosts, or he's smarter than we suspect. Let me see what we have here. Nope. There are no records of a GalBank transport named the Legacy in the database. I think Delgado's trying to manipulate you. What do you think, sir?
I think there's no record because GalBank is hiding something.
Ah, intelligente,
Delgado's no
Mastro
fool.
Lind.
If he risked his own neck to get that information,
Mamma mia, da qua sembra una
must be
lampada.
onto something. We have to take this seriously. What's your next move? Clever, Delgado. Very clever. If I were in your place, I'd be trying to do the exact same thing. We can't let Delgado get his hands on what could potentially turn out to be the largest haul of credits the Crimson Fleet's ever seen.
Maybe I should head out to New Atlantis, sir. I could press the GalBank execs for information. Get ahead of everything.
No. Let's allow this to run its course. We have our agent here feeding us information. I think that's good enough for now. There's more to this than just finding the location of the transport. Jasper Kryx was clever. For some reason, he never got there. It's imperative that you do. If the Crimson Fleet gets its hands on a transport full of currency, it would be disastrous for the settled systems. I need you to do whatever you can to bring us more information. And for God's sake, don't kill anyone on that Starliner.
Ci proveremo.
You're both dismissed.
No, now isn't the best time.
Grazie per i soldi. Io prendo soldi da entrambe le parti al momento. Quindi mi conviene tenermeli buoni entrambi, poi si vedrà. Raggiungiamo la Siren of the Star, la sirena delle stelle. Ad Olympus. Gravisalto attivato, questo qua è quello automatico. Se non lo sapete fare, ragazzi, c'è quello manuale spiegato in qualche short di qualche giorno fa.
Grab jump complete.
Attracchiamo.
Docking cycle complete.
Sembra essere qua sopra. Eccolo.
About time you showed up. All right, I want to know what's going on. I've been trying to get Delgado's attention for, I don't know, 3 years now. And what do I get? Nothing but really.
Mamma mia, questo qua che incassoso.
Then out of nowhere, just when Neva and I are closing in on a huge score of our own, Delgado orders me to help you out.
Hai visto? Dovresti essere contento. Infatti.
Happy? Oh, I'm thrilled. Still, this leaves me with a lot of unknowns, and in our line of work,
se non finisco per ammazzarti io.
So Neva's message said you were here for Dombrowski. Was that all she sent you here to do? Or was there something else you were sent here to steal? Oh, really? Did she now? I can't believe she's trying to cut me out of this deal. Without me, the award never would have ended up here in the first place.
Forse ho dato la risposta sbagliata.
Yeah? Funny you're only bringing that up now. Fine, I'll help. But you're doing all the legwork, and I'm still taking...
Ovvio.
...payout.
Questo lo ammazzo.
Anyway, we'll get to that later. First, we have a much bigger fish to fry.
Questo finisce malissimo, ve lo dico io.
So why are you targeting a GalBank exec anyway? Not exactly your average Crimson Fleet prey. Why the interest? Oh, I see. We're playing this game now. Fine, fine.
Non ti posso dire tutto,
Well, you
fratello.
might as well turn around and hop back aboard your ship because you're not getting near Dombrowski without my help.
Ah, fai il cazzone.
You want credits? Hugs? What?
Well, well. It appears we have a mind reader here. You're absolutely right.
Però me lo sta dicendo lo stesso.
I want back into the Crimson Fleet. It's as simple as that. Fine. You want to play it that way. And suit
Arrangiati, mi ha detto. Questo modo.
Dombrowski's a full-timer aboard the Siren of the Stars. Probably spends more time cruising the space lanes than
Devo ammazzare per forza questo.
Fortunately, the Siren is hosting the Tehran Preservation Society charity gala. Larry won't be able to resist showing off his VIP clout. To get what you need, you're gonna have to attend the gala, talk to his fellow philanthropists, and dig up some dirt.
Oh, this is my cue. Step aside, mortals. Barrett is here.
Yeah, well, lucky for you, it's not black tie, so you'll be fine. This card will allow you to access the Starfield ballroom. If you need my help, I'll be relaxing in one of the
Piano superiore, sale relax, ok. Ma non
Get
credo.
inside and mingle with the crowd. No one likes Dombrowski, so they'll be more than happy to share his dirty
Ok,
secret.
dovremmo parlare con un po' di gente.
He's a VIP executive, which means He either worked really, really hard using blood,
Oppure l'ha
sweat, and
comprato.
tears to make the arduous climb to the top, or he backstabbed, lied, cheated, and betrayed his way up the corporate ladder. From what I've heard, it's the second.
Ah, è proprio un bastardone questo.
Well, you better learn quick. Oh, there's one last thing. Trident equips all of their starliners with the latest acoustic threat detection. Meaning that you lose patience and kill anyone aboard the ship, security will be alerted and all hell will break loose. Anyway, I suppose that's enough to get you started. Good luck. As long as you remember that I'm getting paid my cut, I'll help you with anything you want. What's the status of your plan? Okay, then let me point you to the person in charge of the award. Her name's Sheila Holbrook, and you can probably find her in the Starfield ballroom. I'd press her to reveal where the award's hidden, and we can go from there. And if you're thinking of pulling the trigger on poor Miss Holbrook, remember that any gunfire is gonna set off the ship's alarms.
Va bene.
You seriously need to ask. Okay, I'll give you 2 reasons. First, GalBank protects their own. Kill Dombrowski, and they send Ecliptic after every Crimson Fleet ship they can find. Not something
questo è anche
Delgado
vero.
wants, I suspect. And second, you offer GalBank employee in every single GalBank facility in the settled systems will triple their security.
E anche questo è
I'm
vero.
gonna guess that won't help with whatever your plans are regarding GalBank. Now,
Giusto, per una volta hai ragione.
oh, and while you're at the gala,
when you're not
avoid the
busy,
canapes.
let's chat.
They're frozen, not fresh.
Cambiamoci. Abiti da gala, signori. Tolgo la tuta. Sono abbastanza elegante così, che dite? Abbiamo il pass d'accesso. Perfetto. C'è un po' di domande in giro e vediamo da farsi.
Quite a lovely starliner. Nothing but the best for the society, eh?
Comincerei dalla
I
signorina.
certainly hope they decide to hold all future society events aboard the starliner. I don't know why Larry's attending this event. He could care less about any planet, let alone the Earth. Haven't we already talked about this? When you join, they send you a small chunk of rock from the Earth itself. This is going to be the 9th Earth Savior Award ceremony, but the first time it's ever been held aboard a starliner.
Ok, questo non mi ha detto niente di che.
That's all then? Okay.
Have you tried the canapes? Here for business or pleasure? Dombrowski is married to some poor woman that he constantly leaves behind in New Atlantis when he goes on his business trips. Nice to have met you.
Please remain in designated passenger areas at all times. Have a safe journey.
The Society Chair has really outdone herself this time. Larry has an A-level executive rating over at GalBank, which means he has access to everyone's accounts at the touch of a button. Enjoy the rest of the event.
Hello. Are you a member of the Society?
Mind moving along? I'm trying to enjoy the celebration.
Oh, questo è uno
That
stronzo.
view is absolutely spectacular, isn't it?
That view is absolutely
Have you tried the
spectacular.
canapes? Could we talk about something else? All I know is that the award is given to whomever contributed the most to the preservation of Earth as a historic landmark.
L'intera Terra è un monumento storico.
Don't forget to donate to the cause.
I certainly hope they decide to hold all future society.
I heard he uses GalBank's VIP suite on the Siren of the Stars almost monthly. Does the man ever do any real work? Sheila Holbrook is chair of the award committee this year. The way she dotes over that glorified trophy, you'd think it was her own child. The Society was founded about 8 years ago by Carl S.A. Worthington, a prominent businessman from New Atlantis. Nice to have met you.
Nothing but the best for the Society, huh?
The Society chair is really out. He's been spending a lot of time with Claudia Swist. Quality time, if you catch my meaning. I'm certain his wife
Claudia
doesn't know a
Swift.
thing about it.
Ok, queste già informazioni importanti.
Well, that was boring.
Claudia Swift, Claudia Swift. Adesso parliamo con Claudina.
Do I know you?
Oh.
Okay, wait, are you seriously...
Ma se ce la fa un vecchio, a quanto ho capito, solo perché è ricco.
Look, I appreciate the compliment, but I'm already seeing someone, and my
Ah, è
partner
pure
doesn't
iper
like
geloso?
competition.
Non
He
ti
gets very
preoccupare, facciamo una cosa...
His wife? Oh, for the love of God. I told Larry to keep his big mouth shut, but did he listen? No. He had to impress his friends and treat me like a trophy.
Ecco, facciamola arrabbiare.
Look, I've been in this business for a long time, and I know how this game works. So let's skip all the banter and get it over with. What's it gonna take to make us both happy? If I give you dirt on that son of a bitch Dombrowski, all I'm doing is endangering myself. Why would I do that?
Questa parla meno più veloce.
That's true. You have come this far already. Honestly, this whole scheme has left a pit in my stomach since day one. All right, you've made your point. You know, this whole thing really pisses me off. Larry and I had the perfect scheme where thousands of credits all worked out, and then he goes and flushes the whole thing down the toilet.
You're pissed off? Imagine how Dombrowski's gonna feel when we start stepping on his toes.
Lì sì che si incazzerà.
Good. I hope you crushed
No, poverino, mi dissocio.
Yeah, I'm getting to that. Larry got together with myself and this other guy, Gabriel Vera. He's some bigwig over at UC Security. I doctored the transactions, Larry wiped them off the system, and Vera kept the legal pressure off of us. We were scamming GalBank for months. It was going well until I discovered Larry was cheating everyone by changing each transaction in his favor before deleting them. I wish I had some. Maybe you should try talking to Gabriel Vera. He should be around here somewhere.
Gabriel Vera. Me lo ricordo questo.
My name. That should grab his attention.
Era nella sala.
You're gonna need it. What? Are you writing a damn novel? Fine.
Era nella sala
Vera
questo.
works for UC Security, so he kept a lookout on their comnet for any GalBank chatter. I guess you could call him our early warning system. And Dombrowski made sure that all of the crypto manipulation I was working on didn't turn up in GalBank's automatic audits. You need top clearance for that kind of access, so we had to cut him in, whether we liked it or not.
Ok, dai.
I hope you heard Dombrowski. Nail his ass right to the wall.
Devo parlare con Gabriel. Grazie mille. Mamma mia, sto facendo avanti e indietro da questa sala da ballo da un'ora tipo.
I'm sorry, but unless you're reporting a security situation, I need to get back to my duties. Don't forget to keep your Starview pass handy at all times.
Ecco qua, quello che non mi voleva parlare prima.
You here for the charity event?
Ora mi vuole parlare.
Well, I work for UC Security, meaning that business isn't exactly my area of expertise. I'm afraid I can't really help you. If you're looking for a business opportunity, you might want to check with someone else.
Ma tu non sai di cosa volevo parlare.
Claudia sent you, did she? Look, friend, I don't know if you're just a little drunk, maybe a touch crazy, or both. Whatever you think you know about me, you're dead wrong. So back off.
Ma è serio?
Maybe I am a little drunk, but you're still alive.
No, un bugiardo. Perché una bugiardo?
Don't test me. You have no idea how high up the chain I am with UC Security.
Non fai favore a nessuno, fratello.
Not only can I make you disappear, I can also make sure the settled systems forget you existed in the first place. Just in case you weren't aware, I am the authorities. Anything you try to report will boil down to your word against mine. And since I work for UC Security, who do you think people will
Un
believe?
infiltrato del Dipsys.
Hey, when you're not busy, let's chat.
Tu non mi piaci per niente.
I told you to stay out of my way. I meant it.
Questo ci ha
Hello.
fregati,
Are
ragazzi.
you a member of the society?
Pleased to make your acquaintance.
Here for business or pleasure?
Oh, qua c'è Rocco. Vediamo lui che ci dice.
I saw your little exchange with Vera. Keep that up and I guarantee that imbecile's gonna demand that you be arrested. Which is why he's threatening you. That makes sense.
Stiamo parlando tipo il confessionale in chiesa.
The problem is he's not gonna talk to you in public. We need to get Vera isolated so he'll spill
Isolarlo e fargli dire tutto.
Smart. If there's an emergency, standard practice is for all passengers to clear the decks and report to their cabins for lockdown. I think the best chance we have would be to tamper with the life support sensors. Manipulate a few controls, and you can fool the monitoring system into thinking there's a life support failure. And there you have your emergency.
Bingo. Why risk it?
You don't need to know anything about the system. All you need to do is access the maintenance area and throw some switches.
Togliamo l'ossigeno a tutta la nave adesso.
If Chief Engineer Sundin gives you any trouble, tell him I'll erase that gambling debt he owes me. I prefer you use that as a last resort, but hey, what's the harm in losing a few credits when I'm on the brink of rejoining the fleet?
Anche se non tornerei mai
Anyway,
proprio.
I better start packing. Things are getting hot around here, and won't be long before Trident figures out you had help. All passengers are instructed to immediately report to their cabins. That way, we keep the halls clear and avoid a panic. Fortunately for us, all of the passenger cabin doors will automatically unlock. This is normally to ensure the crew can check cabins quickly and without interference. But in our case, it's like having an all-access pass. On the surface, he's an upstanding citizen of the United Colonies, pretty high up in UC Security. Lots of clout with Mast. Underneath, he's a greedy piece of garbage. Given the chance, he'd backstab you for a cret stick and pin the murder on someone else. Come to think of it, if he wasn't such a petty tyrant, he'd probably thrive with the Crimson Fleet.
Meglio di te sicuro.
Remember,
now
when we
isn't
shut
the
down
best
that
time,
system, the entire
but I
ship
need
goes
to
into
talk with
lockdown.
you later.
Eccoci qui nel supporto vitale.
Suddenly, we've entered a high security.
Hold up. This area is off limits to passengers.
Sì, sì, immagino.
Wait a second. You're Captain Rocko's guest, right? Didn't expect to see you down here. Sorry to give you trouble. What can I do for Oh, sorry, that area is off limits. No exceptions.
Sì, sì, immagino.
Oh, really? Well, that changes things quite a bit. Tell you what, I'm just going to step out for a bit and stretch my legs. Maybe you can hold this for me while I'm away?
Assolutamente sì.
Remember not to touch anything, please.
Vai pure, fratello. Io mi apro tutte le porte. Togliamo un cavo. Mettiamo questo a caso. Anche questo. A posto.
All passengers, may I have your attention, please? The captain has declared a ship-wide emergency. Please report to your cabins in an orderly fashion.
Abbiamo fatto un bel casino.
I know now isn't the best time, but I need to talk with you.
I was wondering if you were the cause of the ship-wide emergency. It's time you stop playing games and tell me why you're here. You're working for Ikande's little anti-pirating outfit? So what? I have nothing to do with the Crimson Fleet. And even if I suddenly decided to stay loyal to the old UC, why would I possibly want to incriminate myself by handing over evidence?
Please. The captain has declared a ship-wide emergency. Please report to your
Claudia said
cabins
that.
in an orderly
You
fashion
sure?
and remain
Damn
there
it!
until you receive
That means my money's already gone. And Dombrowski's going to walk away with a fortune. I'd love to see the bastard fry. But if I give you that information and it falls into the wrong hands, I...
Dai, sganciale.
So, I end up with nothing gained, but nothing lost. I suppose I can live with that. Here, with this slate and this recording to tie it all together, you'll be able to nail his ass to the wall. He'll do whatever you want. Just remember that you promised to leave me out of it.
Sì, sì.
You better tell Dombrowski to run.
Sì, sì, proprio, ti parerò le chiappe, aspettami. Dove devo andare? Salve. Come va?
Well, well. You must be the one
questo è informato.
Claudia and Gabriel. I'm uncertain what you hope to accomplish here, but it appears we should rapidly enter into some sort of negotiation.
All passengers, may I
Excellent,
have your attention,
excellent.
please?
So, before we
Ma perché devi ricapitolare tutto? La sappiamo la storia, l'abbiamo appena vista.
First, it's clear that you've obtained insider knowledge of my arrangement to defraud GalBank.
Ah, vuole spiegarci il perché ha fatto queste cose, come ogni cattivo.
And second, I'm going to hypothesize that my compatriots are despondent regarding their share and have assisted you with this endeavor. Since we're speaking and I'm not at the reporting end of a bullet, this leads me to conclude that you desire something personal from me. I pride myself on having an intensely thorough education, though I'd hardly call myself a professor. Though I'm sure that your compliment also meant you were having trouble understanding what I've been saying. In blunt terms, You have compromising materials about me in your possession. The only thing I have
Ah, sa già pure cosa
in
voglio, hai
return
visto?
are my GalBank credentials. I
Se non mi
assume that's
basta?
what you've been angling for all along?
Rather astounding that you deciphered our communication attempt. It only took you a minute more than we expected for you to work through the calculus and participate in the discussion. But the rat models are
Garrett
notoriously
è troppo
unpredictable.
simpatico, dobbiamo portarcelo sempre dietro.
Well, I'm surprised you even posed that question at all. The answer is quite obvious. The last thing I want to do at this point is call attention to myself.
Declared a ship-wide emergency. Please report to your
Splendid.
cabins in an orderly fashion.
It appears we've reached an accord. Wait, I'm sorry. Let me simplify that for you.
Fratello, stai per
Sounds
essere
like
sparato
we
se non
have
ti
a
sbrighi.
deal.
Gli
Oh, of
sparo.
course, I trust you'll understand if I ask for us to avoid any further contact.
Gli sparo.
Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to formulate how I'm going to utterly ruin two very annoying business associates. Good day.
Va bene signore, ci vediamo alla prossima.
Take a break. Let's chat. You're handling this whole captain thing really well.
Arrivederci. Un po' di due vestitini.
This ship is in a state of emergency. Please return.
Sì, sto tornando in cabina, ragazzi.
Well, looks like everything worked out, just like we planned. I wish you hadn't blown away the gambling debt that Sandine owed me. But hey, you got the job done. I'm glad you feel that way.
Dai, alla fine si è comportato bene questo, ci ha
How
aiutato.
much I pitched in to help. You know, I'm still wondering exactly what you needed those credentials for. You feel like telling me, partner?
The captain has declared a ship-wide emergency. Please report to your cabins.
Ah, so he told you to keep it from me. I see. I wouldn't want you to risk your position with the fleet like I did, so I'll just leave it alone. Anyway, I suppose there's nothing stopping me from rejoining the fleet now. It's been a long time coming. I owe you one, Overreach. Yeah, I'm a bit short in that.
Vabbè, quando li farai i soldi me li darai.
Perhaps I can pay you back later in some other way.
Ottimo. Abbiamo un amico sulla chiave, dai. Allora ti lascio vivere, Rocco,
Well, I
come cazzo ti
suppose
chiamo.
this is where we part company. Hopefully the next time we meet, we'll be aboard the key.
Dobbiamo andare a Nuova Atlantide. Ok. Adesso che abbiamo preso i dati di quello, possiamo accedere in teoria alla GalBank qui a Nuova Atlantide. Perché abbiamo le credenziali di quelli che era sulla nave. Ma come occupati della guardia? Lo fai tipo una rapina? No, persuadi.
Hello,
Io si sto
welcome
persuadendo.
to the GalBank archives. May I see your credentials, please?
Assolutamente sì.
Just one moment while I verify. Oh, yes, Mr. Dombrowski. Welcome, sir. Give me a moment to log your visit, and then I'll unseal the archives. No, never, not at all. I'm so sorry. Hey, look, please don't mention this to my
Abbiamo
supervisor.
fatto cagare
okay?
sotto.
She'll give me a low rating, and I'm gonna end up scrubbing floors. Me? No. Look, this is my first day on the job. Just cut me some slack, okay? I can't afford to lose.
Va bene, paga pure un
Got a
dentista,
wife
lavati i
and kids
denti.
to feed. Everything checks out. Give me a moment to log your visit, and then I'll unseal the archives. There we go. Have a wonderful day.
Ok, entriamo negli archivi. Sopravvive all'imboscata malcunato. Ma sta pistola è tipo un cecchino one shot. Miseria, è fortissima sta pistola, raga. Non è stato così difficile, sta pistola è veramente super forte. Mi avevano... era una trappola, ecco perché quello fuori era così strano. Oh, eccolo, registro navi scomparse. Ultima posizione nota a Bannock. Oh, guarda quante navi abbiamo. Buono, abbiamo preso pure altre informazioni di altre navi.
Your buddy Rokov is aboard the Key. Told me everything that happened.
Ok,
Yeah,
abbiamo
he
fatto
won't
salire.
shut up about you. Keeps going on and on. Now I remember
Poverino.
why we kicked his ass out the fleet. Yeah, that'd be a first.
All right, Neva, you've made your point. Well, since you're vouching for Rokov, I guess we can give him a...
Ah, devo garantire io per lui.
All right.
Aia.
Now that is out of the way, we can move on to the matter at hand. Kryx's legacy. Speaking of which, let me see that data you copied from the GalBank archives. Ah, so the GalBank transport went down over Bannock 4. Bannock. Why does that sound familiar? Neva?
Yeah, keep your panties on. I'm looking it up. And I got it. Bannock 4. Let's see. Damn it. Bannock 4 is an EM-class gas giant. We can't even get a ship near the thing without frying every circle
Allora ci
aboard.
vorrà qualcosa di particolare.
EM class is certain death. Back it up.
Don't know that one, huh? Well, pick up your pencil. There's gonna be a test on this later.
Mamma mia, tutti simpaticissimi.
EM
qua.
class means the planet is giving off a ridiculously high amount of electromagnetic radiation. We're talking off the charts here. Fly your ship anywhere near one of these death traps, and you'll blow every single circuit on your ship. You'd be dead in space. Get it? Yeah, sure. We'll just wrap your ship in a ton of copper and launch you right in there.
Quasi quasi.
Ought to do the trick, right?
Both of you shut up and think for a second. I'm sure Kryx hit the same roadblock. All we need to do is figure out how he got around it.
Bravo, capo, bravo.
This sounds like a goddamn waste of time to me.
That's the spirit, Rook. That is the essence of the Crimson Fleet that has been slipping away lately. Neva, the GalBank data says the transport had a CBR-27 transponder. Can we track that kind of thing? Pinpoint its exact location?
That transponder is military grade. We're talking ultra-bit encryption, constantly reshuffling frequencies. We don't have shit like that laying around. But before you get that pissy look on your face, I heard that the UC's been working on a ship signal decryption system called a ComSpike. We grab that little beauty, and we'll be able to track anything you want.
All right, here is the plan, so shut up and listen. Rook, I want you and Neva to put your heads together and get us that ComSpike. I don't care if it's mounted at the top of mast. I want it. In the meantime, I'm going to find out more about this EM-class gas giant problem. And I think I know just who to ask.
Chi, quello con la bomba nel
Give me a
petto?
little time to crunch the numbers on the comm spike with Jazz, and I'll point us in the right direction. I promise. You're gonna write that in your diary?
Dai, non fare la simpatica.
All right,
Andiamo
that is
avanti.
enough. We are in arm's reach of Kryx's legacy, and I don't have time to deal with this kind of
Bravo,
bullshit.
devono fare con la voce un pochino più
Now,
cazzuta
both of you,
questo.
get the hell out of here and get to work.
All right, let's get this over with. Follow me.
Ci stiamo finalmente facendo un'idea, anche se sono ancora molto indeciso su quale parte avrà la meglio per quanto mi riguarda, dove mi schiererò. Fatemi sapere nei commenti voi dove vi siete schierati in questa missione, visto che anche questo video è andato troppo per le lunghe e ci sono ancora tante missioni, quelle della prossima volta non dovete sicuramente perdervele. Direi che lo chiudiamo qui, vi invito a lasciare un like, un commento, a iscrivervi al canale, a seguirmi in tutti i link che trovate in descrizione e ci vediamo al prossimo video da infiltrati nella flotta Cremisi.